Welcome to my channel. This is Intuitive Edge. Thanks for stopping by. So I want to talk about the impeachment thing that's going on today. And as you can tell, I didn't really know what to call it, so I just called it the Impeachment Show. So let's take a look at this and see what the cards have to say. When I was thinking about how to word the questions, I spent quite a bit of time with that because, I, of course, have opinions that this is definitely a mess, to put it mildly. It's a sham. But this is not about what I think. This is about what the cards say. So I'm willing to hear what the cards are going to say with this. And so, it may not go the way I want it to, this impeachment deal. It may not. And so I'm going to lay aside what I want and find out what the truth is, what's really going to happen, and maybe get insight on what needs to be done. So I decided to do just 3 questions to keep it simple. And the first question, I had a really hard time wording it. And I know when I put out my intention, the wording of the question in tarot was very important. Because if you have an intention, but you're wording it a certain way that is not in alignment with what you're asking, you might get mixed results, or your card might give you the answer that you had intended or written down, but not what you were. Anyway, you have to be really clear with your intent and with how you word the question. And when I went to what I wanted to ask is this impeachment proceeding show, is it going to go in the Democrats' favor? And I had to reword that because the whole thing by design is designed to be in the Democrats' favor, with the Republicans not being able to bring forth witnesses, with no lawyers present for the president, things like that. It's by design to be in the Democrats' favor. But so that's not what I'm asking. What I was trying to get at is, is this whole thing going to go in the Democrat? So how I worded this question is from the perspective of how this ends up, the outcome. This whole thing ending up, is it going to go in the Democrats' favor? Is it going to go the way that they want it to? Okay, so that's a little more clear. The second question is, will the public sentiment at large be favorable to Adam Schiff and the Democrats? Is the public going to go along with this? Are they going to be on board with this? Are they going to favor what the Democrats are doing? And the third question was something I'm not clear specifics. I'm going to leave this one a little bit open because I had a sense, something about the Senate. And I don't know exactly how to word this question because I don't know. It's just a sense that I have about the Senate. So I'm just leaving this open. Will the Senate get involved? So I don't know if this will be handed off to the Senate. I'm going to leave this open and see if I get intuitive messages that come through with that question. So laying the groundwork for that, and that's a little bit of detail, kind of how my process of how I start these readings and how I go into these questions. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle up. I don't know if I need to pause the video. You guys are, it's not like I'm making you sit there for hours on end while I shuffle the cards. But I'm going to shuffle up here. And we're just going to hold the highest good. I've already done some prayers on this already. But I'm going to hold for the highest good to come through. I've already said my prayers of protection. And we're just going to see what the cards say. And I've got my questions written out. I'm going to do 3 cards on each question. So we'll get a little bit of a story with each question. So I'm asking for the right and perfect cards, fall in the right and perfect order, according to the highest and best, according to the highest will of God. Okay. All right, I think we're good here. All right, I'm going to cut the deck. I'm using my Oceanic Tarot deck today. So, will this outcome, from beginning to end, the whole thing, the whole entire outcome, go in the Democrats' favor? Okay. I have the 7 of Pentacles, and the key word is potential. So I would say initially there may be some successes that they have. Okay. I think I was so clear on that question because that's kind of what a gut feeling I've had. Okay. I wanted to make sure I'm clear so that I'm not like, my gut feeling isn't just overriding what I'm, I want to be clear. All right. So with the potential card, potential. So I would say, yeah, definitely there is some potential for it to go in their favor. Let's see what else we've got with this. I've got the next question. Will the public sentiment at large be favorable? Now, this is interesting. I've got the Queen of Swords. Now, keyword is resilience. Queen of Swords, I like that this card is here. Because the Queen of Swords is a card about seeing through the clutter. She can get to the heart of an issue and see through any BS. So having her there on the public tells me that the public is going to be watching this with scrutiny. I don't think they're just going to be lapping it up and saying, everything's great and we love, just, without thinking it through. This tells me that the public is going to be, they're going to be very perceptive in what they look at with this. So that's good. That's good to have. You want the public to be a little more discerning and not just take everybody's word for anything, right? Okay. Will the Senate get involved? Now, this is interesting. Now, again, this question I kind of left up to intuitive interpretation because I wasn't sure where this question is going, but it just sensed something with the Senate. Now, we've got a major arcana. So there is something that the Senate is either getting ready to do, perhaps, but we have the Devil card. This is the vortex, and the key word on this is temptation. This is a card about being swept into something and being kind of sucked into something. And it's actually a card of bondage. So I want to see what the other two cards say to kind of round out the picture of what this means, okay? Next card out on the, let me just get the next 2 cards out. 3 cards out here, okay. Oh, this is interesting. All right, next card out on the question where we had the potential for, will the outcome for the Democrats, will it go in their favor? I've got the 2 of Wands. This is the card of having it's a card of vision, okay? It's about having a goal, a vision, seeing the end result and what you want to achieve. So to me, I think this indicates that they're very unified in what their objective is, okay? Whether that's implicitly, explicitly stated, they know what their true objective is and they're all united on that front. That's what that tells me, that vision and that potential, okay? Will public sentiment be favorable? We're back to that question again, to Adam Schiff and the Democrats. Now we had that BS detector, the Queen of Swords, she's my BS detector. Next card is the drama card, the Knight of Swords. Interesting to have both of these court cards of swords on this question. The Knight of Swords being taking decisive and definitive action, not leaving things to chance, but taking action. And drama. So I think the public is going, there may be a lot of drama with the public. Maybe the public is going to kind of see some shenanigans and there may be some drama. Maybe there'll be some demonstrations. Maybe people are going to take to the streets, maybe to the Capitol and protest. We might see protesters, perhaps. This is about taking action, but it's creating drama with it. So be looking for the public to be reactionary with this, okay? I don't think they're just going to be loving everything with this. I think there's going to be some pushback with the public, looks like. Will the Senate get involved? I've got the Four of Wands. This is a card of reward. The key word is reward, but it's about hope and if that's a positive card on this. I think the Senate is going to do something. So I think my instincts were right on that about the Senate. Something about the Senate. Let me keep going here. All right. Okay. Last 3 cards. Okay. Now, just looking over these 9 cards that I've looked out, now 2 major arcana have fallen on the question about the Senate. So be looking for the Senate to do something. Not sure what, but be looking for them to get involved or to do something related to this. Okay. Will this outcome go from beginning to end? Will it go in favor of the Democrats? Now, the last card on this is heartache, betrayal. So I had 2 favorable cards with the potential and having the vision and the unity. And the third card, final card, is the card of heartache and betrayal. So, and obstacles. And there's no major arcana on that line. No court cards. So I think there's potential for things to go in the Democrats' favor along this line, but I don't know about the ultimate outcome that they're wanting, which is to get rid of the president. I don't think that is going to happen. That to me, with that heartache card there, puts kind of like a knife in the back of it. Okay. The second question, back to this one, public sentiment. Now I've got the BS detector and the drama and call to action. Now I've got the Queen of Wands. This is a card of passion. This is also a creative energy, also a card of taking action. And she's facing, now this is interesting. I like to look sometimes at how the cards face each other. To me, sometimes I get messages with that. The BS detector is facing toward the Senate question. The taking action drama card is facing toward the Democrat question. And the Queen of Wands is facing back toward the Senate again. So I'm wondering if public is going to be looking to the Senate to somehow get involved, or some type of Senate hearing or something that's going to be going there. I think the public's going to be looking toward that. There's some type of energy, just an energy with the public and the Senate. Interesting. Okay, the last question, will the Senate get involved? Again, we have another major arcana. We have the Hermit card. Now, this is a card of going within, doing soul searching and seeking. Contemplation. You're thinking about things. You're contemplating. You're wondering about something. It's a card of introspection. You're going within. You're looking within for answers to a question you have, or to do the right thing. The Hermit card often calls us when we need to go within and look at ourselves so that we can make the right decisions. So the Senate may be looking at some type of decision to make regarding this. Or at least they'll be thinking about making some type of statement, maybe? Movement. So underneath this whole thing, we have the wish card. So we have the wish card, wish being granted. Now, again, I don't think that these proceedings are maybe going to go the way I want them to, or maybe other people want them to. There is potential for a lot of movement in this area of this impeachment, okay? And there could be some things that are favorable to the Democrats on this, okay? Just giving it what I see, okay? May not be what I want, but I'm just sensing that, okay? Ultimately, I don't think the president will be removed from office, and that I think is the ultimate goal behind this. But there may be some little wins along the way for them. But look for public. I think the public is going to push back, which gives me a lot of hope, okay? Gives me a lot of hope that that we can restore some type of rule of law to make things like this be more equitable and fair and inclusive. We love to talk about inclusivity, right? We should all be inclusive, especially the Democrats. Okay. Okay. All right, that's all I'm going to say for this video. I appreciate everybody stopping by my channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see how this unfolds. Don't lose hope. If you want to get out and demonstrate, it looks like the cards are in your favor. All right. Well, we'll talk to you guys soon. Love to everybody. Bye-bye.